Willie Jolley was a jazz singer whose hot nightclub act played to sold-out crowds. So Willie was shocked to find out he was being replaced by a karaoke machine. Take a look.
We all have setbacks, even people known for their great achievements. Thomas Edison, Dr. Seuss, Walt Disney experienced failure before success. Motivational speaker and best-selling author Dr. Willie Jolley says obstacles are a part of success. In his book, A Setback is a Setup for a Comeback, Dr. Jolley shows you how to achieve success by embracing your setbacks.
Well, please welcome to the 700 Club, Willie Jolley. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you. It's always a pleasure. You look wonderful.
Well, thank you so much.
That was a great piece about Mount Kilimanjaro.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
Well, you know, hey, I read your book, so I was...
Well, you know, it's comeback time. That's right.
Well,
good
tell
to
us
see you.
How in the world you were loving...
I was a nightclub singer, broke, busted, disgusted, and got fired and replaced by a karaoke machine and was despondent. But, you know, I believe God is true, and I have read his word, and his word says that all things work together for good for them that love the Lord and are the called according to his purpose. And so I took a job with the school system while I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and it was there I discovered an ability I didn't know I had, to use words to communicate.
And see, that's important. The school system was about the farthest from a nightclub singer that you could do, but you took something that was available.
Took something that was available and took an opportunity. Sometimes opportunities come in work clothes. Okay, we sometimes have opportunities that come not in the way dressed in the way we expect them. And this was an opportunity. I started working with the school system and started giving little speeches from the kids and the schools. The teachers would say, "Can you come to my teachers association?" And then someone at the teachers association would say, "Can you come to my church?" And someone in the church would say, "Hey, I work for this company, that company. We need your kind of energy and your message. Can you come and speak for us?" And then it grew, and then I got a little radio show. It got syndicated, and that led to television, or a number of television programs. And then a publisher called and said, "Have you ever thought about writing a book?" And I said, "No, I never thought about it." He said, "Let me make you an offer." I said, "I just thought about it."
Willie, what's the first thing someone should do if they've had a disappointment, a setback? What's the number one step?
Number one, don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. You are not given a spirit of fear, but a power and love and a sound mind. When you panic, you cannot have a sound mind because you cannot think clearly. Panic is taken from the Greek word to choke. And when you panic, you choke off the air to your brain. So you must not panic. That's number one. Number two, you must have a vision. Start thinking about, well, if things were good and things were right, what would it look like? Because once you get a vision, Scripture says, without a vision, a people perish. But with a vision, a people will flourish. You have to have a vision. Then you got to make some tough decisions. You have to stay away from negative people and all the naysayers and negative voices and all the bad news. Then you have to make another decision. This is critical. Do you see this as a setback, period, or setback, comma? Now, when you were in elementary school, they taught you a period meant end of the sentence. No more to be said. But a comma, pause, transition, more to come. Third thing you must do is take action. You got to move on it. Faith without action is an illusion. And action without faith is mere confusion. But vision and action put together can give your life a fair infusion.
Willie, what did you learn in the process of making your comeback about the importance of inspiring people instead of impressing people?
You know, I was going to be a singer. I was a singer, and I went to Nashville, Tennessee to sing at a big gospel music association conference, GMA. And I went there with this arrogance, really, that I was the new thing. I was going to be the next new gospel artist, and I bombed. Really? And it was humiliating. And I went back to my little hotel room and cried out to God, "What do you want?" He said, "Don't try to impress them. Inspire them."
Wow.
And that message changed my life. And since that day, that's been over almost 30 years ago now, I've been trying to inspire people wherever I go, whether it's in music or on television or radio or speaking,
or
wherever.
Companies like Ford Motor Company. In 2006, they invited you to come and speak, and you helped them out.
Well, Ford Motor Company in 2006 was on the brink of bankruptcy, and they heard about my book, A Setback, Set Up for a Comeback. Someone called me from Ford and said, "We need your help to get 25,000 people to take a buyout." I said, "Well, I don't want to motivate them to take the buyout because I don't know their family situation, but I can tell them about America. This is the greatest country the world has ever seen. And if you will believe in the possibilities, you can turn your life around." I worked for Ford 2006. 38,000 people took the buyout. 2007, I did television spots. 2008, I talked about creating world-class vehicles on a national tour for Ford.
You got them to believe in their own possibilities beyond Ford.
That's right. In 2009, Ford was the only one to reject the government bailout, and since then they've gone on to billion-dollar profits. And the Detroit Free Press wrote a big article that I was a secret weapon to help Ford. I don't know if it's true. I think that Ford folks just used someone who had an ability to help people think different.
Sure.
You know, that this book, A Setback, Set Up for a Comeback, is built on one principle, that all things work together for good for them that love the Lord and are the called. You have to have faith to keep going. So what we do is we tell people that it's possible. And I want to encourage your viewers to go to this website, jollygoodnews.org. We have a new faith-based website, Jolly Good News, Jolley. The E is for enthusiasm, goodnews.org, and get some free resources. When I did the Hour of Power, or some of the churches I've spoken at, some of the messages that will inspire them and that will lift their spirits. Because people just need to be encouraged.
Yeah, and you know, like you were saying, faith is such a key component of turning your setback into a comeback.
Absolutely. Faith, without faith, nothing is possible. With faith, all things are possible. And if you would just have faith, so when people go through the tough times, if they have faith, they don't panic, and they take action, all things are possible.
Well, it's a tremendous book, and it is called A Setback is a Setup for a Comeback, and it's available wherever books are sold. Willie, you're amazing.
I'm
and
grateful.
Thank you
That's
so
what I am.
much.
God bless you. It's so good to be here.
Good to see you.
God bless you.